Are you noticing how many different things you can do with stitches in the Pfaff Creative 4.5 sewing machine? You have not just the stitch, but you have something you can do to that stitch. And on the Pfaff, there's usually something else you can do to that stitch too. And that's what I call layers. And one of the things that you can go into is what is called the sewing program. So this little tab right here opens up a couple different things that you can do. You can do the tapering option, where it will taper the stitch that you're working on. Let me go ahead and pick a better stitch for this. You'll find that you can taper the ends, the beginning and the end. So there's a tapering video that we've done, give you some ideas how you can change the ends and beginnings of a stitch. We also have, I'm going to unselect these bubbles here. We also have a single pattern repeat feature. So when you pick the single pattern, and again, I'm going to pick a better looking stitch, so I'll pick the stitch number 9 that's on the screen. Single pattern, that means that you can choose at a touch of a button here how many times you want it to stitch out and then stop. And that's what I did right here. I just put in how many repeats, and then I could just sew and not worry about where I needed to stop. It also shows you what the finished size is, because one repeat length is 17 millimeters. That means that if there's 3, there is 51, and it's just easy to go ahead and do. The last one is what is called the Patchwork feature, or the Patchwork Program. That's what it is. Touch to activate the Patchwork Program. And this would be where you can actually, let's just go back to a straight stitch to demonstrate this, is when you go ahead and sew, you can go ahead and program in a length of stitch. This could be the length of sewing, say, 2 blocks together, and you only have 100 to sew together. You can set it so it sews the same length every single time. So those blocks are start and stop, easy peasy. You don't even have to think. It's the same length over and over. So that is something that we also will do a video on and explain it a little bit more in detail. But you will love the sewing program available for you to do to all the stitches that are in this machine.